Hi guys, welcome to the demo of Kitchen AI, which is an automated AI platform for helping restaurant owners, kitchen owners, catering organizations improve safety, security, compliances, hygiene within the kitchen, and making sure that their staff is productive and always safe as well. So, without further ado, let me start the demo of the platform. Very simple web portal. We log in using username, password. Single sign-on is also activated. You can log in once you log in. Uh, Once you log in, the first screen which you see is the main dashboard. This screen is essentially the screen where, as the facility manager or the restaurant owner, you will get to see what has happened today across period of time. You see live monitoring is happening. So there are 47 alerts which have been generated today. Compliances, how's the compliance today versus that of previous days, and how many violations have been reported, and how many kitchens are we monitoring from this. So here we are monitoring 12 kitchens from this. Then you have a compliance dashboard which says the compliance trends across the last 7 days. So then you have a placeholder where you see the violated rules. Any violations can happen in terms of any hygiene breaches, any productivity sort of issues, any security and safety sort of issues, a different kind of, we'll talk about them, but those are the top violations. And we also see a comparison of how different kitchens are doing and the same platform. So we know that this kitchen is probably performing well vis-a-vis some other kitchen. In lastly, we see a section which has all the recent breach alerts, and this has the timestamp of the camera from which this breach was detected, the location, what was the breach, a small footage of the breach, and what is the category of the breach. Like for example, improper food storage and overcrowding, mask missing are different categories of breaches. Now, within the different parameters which are monitored within the kitchen setup, firstly, we'll talk about hygiene compliance. Hygiene compliance, within hygiene compliance, we have hand washing duration less than 20 seconds. So if you see that there is an alert which has been raised because somebody had, I can open it, and you'll see that the person has washed his hands, but less than 20 seconds. So that is a hygiene violation. Next, another kind of violation is somebody not wearing a hairnet. You'll see that the person coming here has not worn a hairnet. So that's again a violation which has been detected. Now, if somebody is not wearing a uniform or an apron, that's also a violation that's detected. As you can see, this person is wearing a hairnet but not wearing a uniform. That's why it's called a uniform violation. That's about hygiene compliance. Then we also move to cleanliness. So cleanliness, dishwashing station. So if you look at it, is the dishwashing station clean or not? As you can see, there's a lot of trash in the dishwashing station. So which is again an alert. If there is more than 20 minutes in the dishwashing station is not clean, there will be an alert. Then the surface wiping. If you look at this, the surface has not been wiped. The mopping has not happened. So alerts if mopping has not happened for more than 30 minutes. Again, you'll see a timestamp of the alert, the camera from which, the kitchen name, and what was the percentage AI score. 88%. The AI is 88% sure that the kitchen mopping has not happened. And you can of course play that short snippet and see that the kitchen mopping hasn't happened. Next, let's talk about food safety, because at the end of the day, in the kitchen, is the safety of the food is very important. Now here we see some improper storage detected. We can see that there are one thing stacked on top of the other. The veg non-vegetarian items are not placed separately. You see some at that in this counter, some items are left behind. That's called improper storage. Next is unattended cookware on the flame. So if you look at it, that there is something happening, and but that it is not, somebody is not. So if you look at the left hand side, there's an unattended cookware, but nobody is watching it. So that's an unattended cookware in this on flame. Next, we move on to staff behavior and safety. So within staff behavior, and the top, you can always see the number of critical incidents, the active alerts, the number of ones which have been reviewed. You can filter down for all kitchens or particular kitchens. You can filter for different date, time and date, to and from dates, and all shifts, with morning shift, afternoon shift, evening shift. So here the first staff behavior and safety element is staff sleeping in kitchen. So if you can see here, a staff was found sleeping in not. So that's an alert that's raised. System is raised. Then you see overcrowding in a confined zone. So if you look at this video, you will see that multiple five people have been detected here. Multiple people have been detected here, whether it is breaching a certain threshold of the number of people that could be in that space. Then the staff is very close to a prep zone. So some at times the staff should not be very close to a prep zone. If they are there for a prep zone, then also make an alert. Unattended cookware, that is again an aspect of safety. If you look at it, this some tea is getting boiled on the left hand side, but nobody is attending to it. That's again an aspect of staff behavior and safety. Now, lastly, as this is all the different alerts, but you can see what is happening in real time by going to the live CCTV wall. You go to the live CCTV wall, you will see the different cameras, the live footage from the different cameras. Are they connected or disconnected? All of that is coming in a screen. And if there are any alerts, immediately a pop-up shows up. So that there's you see alert pop-up and what kind of alert. So it takes the user's attention to that particular camera. Now this can be filtered by different types of alerts. It can also be filtered by locations. If I look at only Mumbai, only two cameras are there vis-a-vis all locations where all the cameras are there. I can say only alerts for which the alerts have been raised. So only the places where there are alerts you will see on the screen. Yeah, this is real time, so you can refresh it and see at any point of time that this is real time. And yeah, that's about it. We're adding more and more features to it, but we would love to onboard you as a customer, try to find out what use cases can be solved for you and improve your kitchen operations.